Hi, I'm Srvent. I want to tell you a few things. 1, who I am. 2, what is Patreon and what it means to be my patron. And 3, why I need this support. So who am I? My real name is Spencer Richard. I'm a rap artist and producer based in Edson, Alberta, Canada. I'm a passionate guy who does his best to try and tell the truth and to capture the world in these small moments of beauty. All of my work is attempting to point towards the good, the true, and the meaningful. That doesn't mean it's always heavy and serious, but it does mean that I always try to have a certain depth to it. Now, what is Patreon? Patreon is a platform to financially support artists and the content you love on a monthly basis. It's like Disney Plus, but way cheaper and fewer talking animals. Now, I'll be honest, I started this Patreon earlier in 2019, and at the time, my ambitions, I think, were unrealistic. I try to commit to these big exclusive videos and unreleased music on a monthly basis, but I've learned in the past few months that the biggest reason people support me on Patreon is because they love my music and they want to see me be able to afford making it. It primarily wasn't for those benefits, and sadly, I couldn't keep up the demand anyway. What I can promise, now that I understand my workload better, is a monthly article where I dive into how every month has been creatively and what I've been working on behind the scenes. This, plus discounts on merchandise, and once we cross the threshold of 100 patrons, each of those people will get to pick their own size and color for an exclusive Srvent Kingdom shirt that will only be printed one time. Lastly, why do I need this support? Even when you're as frugal an artist as myself, like I learned Ableton Live just so that I didn't have to pay people to produce for me, there are still a ridiculous amount of costs that go into the making of this work. I'm at the point in my career where opportunities abound, but as a working dad with a growing family, fulfilling these opportunities for growth has been an incredible challenge, and sometimes even a financial impossibility. Anyone who knows me personally knows that when it comes to music, I'm one of the hardest working people out there. I have an insatiable appetite to make meaningful and worthwhile content, with good music, good videos. And I love what I do, and I want the freedom to do more of it. And don't get me wrong, I've been blessed by the support through this Patreon for a little while this year already. And because of it, I've been able to afford my monthly subscription to Adobe Premiere Pro, CC, and a few other creative expenses. That's been huge for me. To be honest, I heavily rely on your support, and I want to give back in the form of worthwhile content. I really appreciate all you guys do for me. Those who choose to support me on Patreon through the amount of a Tim Hortons or a Starbucks coffee once per month, these are the people who can afford to go the extra mile. But I'm grateful for all you guys do, whether you can afford that or not. I'm thankful for the likes, the follows, the YouTube subscriptions, the comments. I'm thankful for the kind messages, and I'm thankful for all those who enjoy my music and share it. So yeah, if you're watching this on my Patreon page, there's a write-up below that goes into much more detail. If you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, you can read that write-up and the links to support me at www.patreon.com/Srvent. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. At your service.